wide open.
Wash your feet when you come in.
As Big Mom used to say, wide damn open.
That means hit the like button.
Wide damn open.
We already got them in the comments, baby. Comments going crazy already.
When you tap in to check in, let us know you're checking in wrong. Drop that city. Drop that town. Wait till you hear Beaumont. Who's down?
Huntsville, Alabama. Hunts Vegas 256. Oh no. Let's go. Back. Black vertebrae. Let's go.
Okay, sound man. Okay, show our sound man. Sound man said he ain't wait. He ain't wait.
Unk, let them know what it is, man. This is the UNK and CHICO Sunday night live, if you didn't know. Yeah. Talking to him from Boulder, Colorado.
Oh, yeah, baby. Back in Boulder. Back in Boulder. I see Hattiesburg, Mississippi, Hub City in the house. Shout out to Hub City.
Yeah. Hattiesburg. Oh, no. I almost went to Southern Miss in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Shout out to the Hi-Hat. Club down there.
Yeah, I remember that hi-hat.
You got to know what you're talking about to know about the Hi-Hat, baby, in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Yeah. Oh, no. Let's do this thing the right way, Unc. Let's do this thing the right way. You feel me? Make sure everybody y'all join the conversation. This is UNK and CHICO Live, brought to you by the Pregame Network. Big Dog Chico Sports Talk right here. Make sure y'all join that conversation. Get in the chat right now, live. Like, subscribe, and comment. Yes, we're growing each week. Each and every week, y'all make sure y'all hit the subscribe button so I can get to that 30,000. Unc can get to that 120,000. Right now, y'all make some noise for that right there.
Bolivar County, Shaw, Mississippi, Mississippi Delta is checking in. I see you. I see Memphis 10, the Dirty Dime, Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah. Shouts out to Law's Whiskey House in the building, MDJOriginal.com, Goonsville Clothing, all our family and friends that rep with us. Uncle Neely's Beard Oil, get you some, and shout out to the Glass House Optical. Also, we'll make sure we go over all that during this live broadcast. It's also linked in the description right now. Go down there and support the brands, get you some merch, and so on. You feel me? As we will bring this thing in the right way, Unc. Let's do it like this.
I ain't even gonna let the beat drop you. They hear that sound, they know what time it is.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Yes, sir. UNK and CHICO Sunday night live. Live and direct.
It's
another Sunday night. It's another Sunday night. Another Sunday night live with UNK and Big Dog
Original
Chico.
live theme music. It's another one. It's another one. Texas in the building. It's another one. Flatbush, Brooklyn.
Another Sunday night live with UNK and Big Dog.
Patterson, New Jersey.
UNK and Big Dog. With UNK and Big Dog.
So get ready for it. Montgomery, Alabama up in here. 334 checking in. Oh, now. Coach Dre, what's happening, baby? Nassau, Bahamas. UNK is back in Boulder. Where's Coach and Big?
UNK and Big Dog Chico.
Big Dog Chico. Oh, no. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, if you just tuned in, you already know what you tuned in to. It is the badass Uncle Neely. It is the Big Dog Chico Cleasy coming to you live and direct from this side of the globe to that side of the globe. Wherever you're checking in from, put it in the chat right now, your city and your state. You already know what it is, man. Sunday night live with UNK and Big Dog Chico. UNK, what's crack-a-late out there?
Man, you know, one thing I want to say just off the rip. Shout out to the sound man. When I prayed for the sound man, because Mama Tay, Travis Hunter, Mama said, you got to do that. I prayed for the sound man. The sound man got it together. The sound man opened up the show with the sounds working. I want to give a big shout out to the sound man because he's doing the damn thing. Shout out to the sound man. Spoke too soon.
Yeah, you might have spoken too soon. Let me make sure I make sure my computer is
Spoke
plugged
too soon
in.
for the sound man. I heard some fighting over there. Sound, see, Chico on camera, sound man off the camera. Sound man done fell out his chair or something.
No, he had the computer not plugged in, and all of a sudden the computer said, "Oh, you on 10 minutes, or what is it, 10% battery?"
Oh yeah,
so we had to get that right, dog. Yeah, we had to get that
I
right.
think
Shout out to everybody already in here, though.
Sound man been in that Ralphie's, and he got feeling look good and knocked the computer over.
Well, Chico is out of state of shock. Chico was so excited last weekend. He ended up on the music, but you ain't lying, man. I thought I was in there, Mama Tia. I thought I was working that thing, Mama Tia. I went back and watched the video. You could see where I thought I was pressing it at. I was just pressing that thing.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, and I was like, I just know everybody hear that, but nope, not at all. It was terrible. It was
terrible. Price is wrong, biatch.
Dave Chappelle. All right, Big Unk. Hey, man. Hey, talk to us. You're back in Boulder. This is the first day back for the team, first meeting, right? Yeah. Talk to us. How was it today?
Man, it's just a good day. Good day to be back. Coach Prime started off the day with a staff meeting. Got to sit in on that. And I'm telling you something I told Coach after lunch, which was after the meeting, man. This is my, going into what will be my 6th season with him. So I've done a lot of staff meetings and done a lot of done 6 initial staff meetings going into the season. I told him this was the best one ever. And he asked why was that? And I said, man, because the direction, the goals, the expectations, everything was so clearly set and established and defined with buy-in. You're not gonna get to March and April or let alone August and somebody say they didn't know. He laid it out. The director of operations, Reginald Calhoun, laid it out. The general manager, David Kelly, laid it out. Chief of staff, Ray Forsett, a.k.a. Pretty Tony, laid it out. Coach Prime laid out his expectations. And I'm telling you, when it was up there on the screen, see what they're looking at now, it's like, look, fellas, this where we're going. This how we're going to get there. The standard is the standard. There are no excuses. And just the tone and tenor of it, man, was just, I think, spot on. And again, that was before they met with the team. That was the staff meeting. And so anytime you have the CEO of the company, which is Coach Prime, and of course his executive team, which is the GM, which is the director of football ops, which is the chief of staff, all on the same page and articulating that message to the coordinators, to the position coaches, to the directors underneath them. It was just a great day, man. I think that the tone has been set, and they're gonna move forward, not just meeting those expectations, but exceeding them.
Yes, indeed. What I like is, we got so many new faces in the building. We're gonna definitely go over that. I see everybody in the chat asking, "Who's this? Who's that?" We're gonna definitely go over the staff. We're gonna go over. We got some video from the new players introducing themselves. We'll go over that also. So make sure y'all get your questions and your comments in the chat, and we will address them. But talk about some of the new faces. Hold on, let me talk about some of the new faces you saw in there, Unk. As far, you don't have to be specific right now, but as far as just the look and the physicalness of the guys and just the mindset, it seems like, of some of the guys that has been brought in this year. How has it been, as the first day compared to maybe last year's first day?
Yeah, I'm glad you said compare, man, because what I was going to do is try not to compare, but you can't help but compare. So they'll tell you, the old folks will tell you that comparison is a thief of joy. Yeah. Like when you got something, you need to rock with it and don't worry about stacking it up against other stuff. But in football, you don't necessarily get to do that. You have to look at what you had and how that matches to what you got coming. And one thing I say, Chico, you remember year one of the Coach Prime when everybody was saying, "Oh man, those guys are small. Look how small that team is."
Oh yeah.
You don't hear that no more. You don't hear that no more. And then when you look at, and then when you look at just the demeanor of the guys, the new guys handle questions, their body language, sitting on the edge of the seat, they look confident, they look strong, they look eager to learn. they want to be there and they're excited about being there versus, say, being nervous or apprehensive about being there. And I think what has happened is that whether it is, the Coach Prime documentaries, whether it's Reach the People, Well Off of the Pregame Network, Big Dog Chico channel, so forth and so on, that they get to see so much of what's going on that they come in the door knowing the expectations, knowing the tone, knowing what's expected of them and what they can expect to get, from the coaches. So you look across the room and you see a guy that you've never met before, but you feel like you know him because you've been seeing him so much on videos and interviews and that kind of thing. So you can just tell, man, the vibe is already ahead of schedule. I kind of called the day zero, because it was where everybody gets the marching orders, gets the orientations, gets eyeball with the staff and what their roles are. And then tomorrow is really like day one, even though you won't really start regimented strength and conditioning this next week. What you have this week will be some, optional stuff, player discretion stuff to kind of tune up for it. But next week you really get going. It's just going to be unreal, man. I think this team, and I know we're going to dive into it, I think this team has gotten better, even with the loss of significant players.
All right, we're going to get into the new players, like you said. But before that, you mentioned strength and conditioning. Everybody's going crazy in the chat, asking questions. You see the clip going viral pretty much right now. As we're on here, it's going viral with the new strength and conditioning coach. Let me go ahead and pull it up right here for everybody asking and wondering. This young fella right here, Mr. Andrew Swayze, is the Colorado's new head strength and conditioning coach from what I've taken from the video. Coach Uncle Neely, can you give us the official word on Mr. Andrew Swayze, who I know is a legendary strength and conditioning coach, but let everybody else know out there about Mr. Andrew Swayze.
Man, you must be Matlock or Crockett and Tubbs. You some kind of damn detective. Because you're exactly right. I mean, you both of them.
My coach used to call me Tubbs back in the day. I never knew who he was talking about until I had to go look it up. That's the Miami Vice or something, right?
Yeah, I'm Rico Tubbs, baby. Sonny Crockett and Rico Tubbs.
I was like, who the hell is Tubbs?
Yeah. What he was trying to tell you, you had that good hair. Yes, you had that good hair.
Not me. My hair bad.
Oh,
my hair be outside on the corner at nighttime shooting dice and shooting people and smoking and drinking and stuff. Bad hair, terrible.
Brown bad. Yeah. Your hair sitting outside the principal office. Bad.
Right now. Bad.
But no, man. He was introduced today as the new strength and conditioning coach. Coach Mo is still on staff. Coach Reyes is still on staff. There'll be some additional people coming on that Coach Swayze will be bringing on. He announced that as well. But when you look at his experience, what he accomplished in more than a decade at the U and the standard of that program, you look at the bowl games he's been involved in. Mm-hmm. This is a brother who knows what it's supposed to look like, knows how to get you ready, knows how to turn athletes who are ready to get into football by taking them through the rigors of the spring strength and conditioning and then handing them off to the football coaches so that they're ready to perform. And as he said, when I hand y'all off, effort is not going to be an issue. You're going to be conditioned. You're going to be strengthened. You're going to know how to make effort where we can truly have practice. So tomorrow morning, got his full speech to the team dropping on the Pregame Network. So y'all check that out. He went in a good 20 minutes, just letting them know how it's going to be. So you may have seen some clips here and there, but you'll be able to see the full thing mañana. Enjoyed every bit of it. I think his tone was refreshing. And again, it's another example of you ain't going to be able to say you didn't know Chico. He laid out the expectations, how this thing is going to go, how the process works, what he's going to get out of you, and why he's trying to get that out of you, because we are trying to win the Big 12 championship in 2025. That is the goal. This past year was get Miss Peggy to a bowl game. Check.
Yes.
This year, everything is geared toward not just going to the Big 12 championship, but winning the Big 12 championship.
Absolutely. And you have a guy that coming from Miami. I'm going to play a sound clip in a second, but he's coming from Miami where he spent over 15 years. Of course, if he was there from, I think, 98 to 2016, that's in the heyday of Miami football. especially during those 2001, 2, 3, 4, 5 era where they had, just so many guys go pro and get drafted. I think he had to deal with 35 first round draft picks and over 100 players getting drafted total under his guidance. I also spent time at Florida International, Florida International, right? FIU. And he's known down in that South Florida area for being that guru as far as strength and conditioning. Let's play a sound clip right here from some of that speech that you'll be playing tomorrow.
You didn't sign up here with Coach Prime to be average. So I just hope you got that in your mind, because I'm telling you, day one, you walk in there, I'm just telling you, you better buckle up. Listen to what I'm telling you. Buckle up. Watch the film. Watch you like the bowl game. What teams are playing right now? Is it you?
Thank you.
If you ain't angry, something wrong. I got a problem with you. How about that? How about that? I got a problem. If you cool, what you gonna watch the other game? Now, what you gonna go find somewhere to get some little wings and start watching the game? This should be you. This should be you. So wake up. You want something? Go to work. Go to work.
Big time right there from Coach.
If you want something, go to work, Chico.
You want something, go to work. Get up and go get it.
I love what he said, man. You got he was really talking about the past week as well as going into the national championship game. You're sitting around watching these guys still playing college football. You should be mad. Like, you're a college football player. Why you sitting around ordering some wings and having a good time? You should be mad that you're not still in it, because there's no reason that you can't still be in. And I can't wait for everybody to hear, the full details of his presentation. What an excellent introduction of himself and his expectations he did to the team. And you can look around the body language in the room, man. Like they were ready to hey, let's go to the weight room now. Let's get to work. Because we know what last season felt like. We know we squandered opportunity. 2025 is going to be about righting that and making sure this particular team goes to the Big 12 championship and wins it.
Now, a lot of people, first of all, I want to say that to what he said about watching and, getting so comfortable that you're ordering wings to watch other teams play football. I feel him on that. That is so true. Like, you guys are just accepting everything and, being comfortable with not being there instead of being upset and mad and feeling like we're supposed to be playing right now. People are supposed to be watching us, not us sitting at home fat catting or whatever, watching the game like like we're supposed to be sitting here watching. No, you're supposed to be there, and we're going to put in the work to make sure we get there. And he has the resume, backing him also to speak to that. And we're going to get into Coach Mo also, because people in the chat asking about Coach Mo. I would say this: when you bring in a guy with this much experience, and also you keep on the guy who was the head guy before that to be a part of this staff, I think it says something about that guy, Coach Mo. I think it says something about the experience that you're bringing in also, to where he has respect for this guy, to where I can stay on to the staff. Like, for instance, Antonio Pierce got fired from the Las Vegas job, right? You probably won't see somebody come in there and be the head coach and then keep him on as the linebackers coach, so to speak. Although it probably could happen, but it most likely won't happen for various different reasons. I think that this happening at Colorado, shows Coach Mo knows that I can continue to learn and grow. I'm still a young strength and conditioning football coach who has a lot of experience and accomplishments under his belt also. But here comes a guy who's coming from the U with 15 plus years of experience there, and several other years at Florida International, with a plethora of guys who've trained under him that have produced in the NFL. Let me see what I can also gather and learn from him also. As a big brother, I could learn something from this guy and propel my career and continue to go on. So that shows the type of man I think Coach Mo is also.
Could have said it better. A lot of people don't want to win unless it's them at the tip of the spear. A lot of folks would rather lose and average 50 points a game with them shooting than win and they only scored 28 points. I'm giving you a basketball analogy.
Be a part of that team.
When you have to have the maturity to know, what we need right now to grow, what I need professionally to grow is someone else coming in here and doing this thing in a manner that has been proven and they've done it before. And so I have to have that maturity in my leadership to acknowledge that somebody is more equipped than I am for this particular challenge on this particular day. So let me be Robin to their Batman instead of quitting and pouting and just not be a hero at all. Shout out to Coach Mo and his professionalism. Shout out to Coach Mo and his maturity. Shout out for Coach Prime for letting them know, I want you here. You still have value here.
Yes.
We're just going to change things up and go in this direction with this leadership. And so just across the board from an organizational standpoint, who's focused on winning more than some ideology of, well, I really want to win with this guy no matter what. I want to win with this person, this position, find a way to make it work. Man, that's not the case. And you know, when you see Coach Reyes still there, who was a major part of this organization, you see Coach Mo still there, and now bringing in Coach Swayze, it's like, dude, this strength and conditioning program just got better. And if the strength and conditioning program gets better, how can play not get better?
Exactly. And it definitely will get better. I can guarantee you that. Real quick, I saw, and where Coach Mo came from was the University of Georgia also. When I got recruited there, it was before him. He probably was a player during this time or whatever. Or he might be younger, but I've never seen.
Mo is not 40.
Mo is not even 40 years old, man.
No.
So he definitely wasn't there when I was getting recruited. So, but he went through what I saw that Georgia had for sure, which was top tier A++ strength and conditioning program. They had, I mean, laid out from the facilities to the coaches to the training table in the cafeteria was top tier that I've never ever seen before. So he knows, you know, what it takes to get to where he wants to go, and then you bring in a guy like this to help out and just change the voice a little bit. You know, hear a different voice in there. I think there's going to be only great for the team. And you said it before on previous podcasts that Coach Prime, any move that he makes is going to be it's going to be an improvement. It's going to be something at the right time that's going to help this whole team get better and win.
Seen it since day one with him, man. Like I said, this is, you know, now 5 seasons in the book with him, going into the 6th season. You know, did 3 at Jackson State, counting that spring COVID season, 2 regular fall seasons. We've now done 2 in Colorado. And what I can tell you is he's going to do things that people on the outside may call a shake up or shaking things up, but it's really all designed to, where did we fall short? How do we get better?
Yeah.
And let's move some things around, because if you continue to do the same thing, you're going to get the same results.
Yes, sir.
So he is not afraid to change a coordinator, to change a coach position, to move a GA up, to move a GA out, to move a coach out, to help a coach get somewhere else if they call it may be there, and bring in somebody else, you know, who can continue or better that situation. And I would say this, as we sit here on what's this, January 12th, I think the date is.
Yes, indeed.
There's going to probably be some other changes by the time you get to the end of spring ball, because this is constant evaluation. What everybody got today was the standard and the expectations. Spring strength and conditioning, when you go through February, part of March, April, spring ball, culminating with the spring game, it is all evaluation. I know that the spring ends, you know, with the opening of a portal and the closing of a portal, but that applies to staff too. There are going to be people around this room, around these tables, that are here today that may not be here when you get to the 1st of May.
Right.
Because it's all evaluation to have the best organization possible going into summer 1, summer 2, and particularly August camp, which is going into the season.
Let me make somebody said Chico, the training table was in the cafeteria. I know you being silly about that. Training table meaning table where all the food is. That's where you go.
I think some non-football people think training table is the treatment table.
Okay.
Treatment table is where you get worked on. Training table is where you get your calories. So you eat in the training table. Like you go to the cafeteria to eat, that's a training table. You go to get doctored on, that's a treatment table.
Right. All right. Let me see. Talking about people asking any other staff moves, Uncle Neely, that can be revealed right now. Let us know anything that can.
Some big announcements to come. Y'all, you hold tight. Big announcements to come, and I'm talking about big. Can't share this one with you. Our main man from the whistle, Coach Pollard, is now taking over special teams.
My main man, Coach Pollard.
Yeah.
The special teams, baby. Straight out of South Georgia, my main man, Coach Pollard, with the best hair in college football.
And sound man kind of shaky on that one. Let's run that back. It sound a little muffled. Yeah, it sound a little muffled.
Okay, hold on. Let me say this then. My bad. Shout out to Coach Pollard, who has the best hair in college football, at least at Colorado. He's the special teams coordinator, and you know he's going to do his thing. He's going to come with some tricks out of the bag. He's not just going to be vanilla. So shout out to him, straight out to South Georgia. Here is the bomb for him now.
I just, like I told y'all, the spring is about evaluation. You got to evaluate the sound man. Gave him his moment right there. We even paused to let him reset the moment, and it still didn't work. So if you
didn't work,
no,
hold on.
No, dog, nobody heard that.
Oh, damn.
Nobody heard
that.
That.
I know what I did. My bad. I hit the button again. My bad. We're going to get it right, Bishop. I see Bishop in the back there.
All I'm saying is, if you're in the chat, if you're watching this live, if you're watching this later, and you a sound man, email us.
Inbox. Matter of fact, we got one. We got one that hit us. I think it was what was it? In the comment section. Check out the comment section on the last week video. Somebody said, "Hey man, I could be the sound man while Chico and yourself is hosting." So
Lord knows we need you. Now I don't know how Shock G and Humpty Hump made it work, but Chico and the sound man can't make it work. Now if Humpty Hump could go put on a damn Shock G could go put on a nose and become a whole different rapper, why this man can't sit there and hit a button? I have no idea.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Maybe it's a connection. Hold on. Nothing right there? Okay, hold on. Maybe I'm pressing the wrong thing. It happens sometimes. I'm a little dyslexic sometimes,
Now you go.
Maybe you can't hear. Hold on. You don't hear this?
It's. I'm telling you that your explosion is muffled. It sounds like just paper balling up. But your horn was loud.
I will get this. I will perfect it. No problem.
Nevertheless, as Coach Prime said, Coach Michael Pollack brings a lot to the table. He has been a high school head football coach. He's been an athletic director at the high school level. He has been an offensive coordinator at the college level, been quarterbacks coach at the college level. He knows ball. He knows what needs to happen in that room. And so having him go from a quality control position analyst, and he was working with the special teams to now being fully responsible for special teams, I think is a huge boost for what we were able to do and fixing some of the things we were not able to do on special teams, which starts with, first and foremost, kicking the ball out the back of the end zone on kickoffs. You can't run it back if it goes into the stands.
That's right. I like that. I'll say this. I think the sound man is kind of trolling because he realizes that every time the sound messes up, the chat goes crazy. The chat is so I think the sound might mess up a couple more times.
Now you're trying to say it's deliberate, huh?
It's deliberate. Yeah, it's deliberate.
Engagement.
The boost engagement.
Right here. I see that. It work right there.
Christian, we appreciate the $1.99 super chat from Christian. And also Toledo Drew. All those dogs introducing themselves was music to my ears. Appreciate the super chat. We're about to go right now to the dogs introducing themselves. Uncle Neely. Hold on. Uncle Neely, if you want to say something, after this or before this, let me know. But I'm going to go ahead and play this right now. If that's all right.
It's just running. It's self-explanatory.
Okay. All right, cool. Because I didn't watch it yet. Here we go.
Just I need your name, where you from, what you gonna bring to the city. Let's start on the end over here. Please don't listen to the
How you doing? My name's Aki. I'm from Houston, Texas. I just hope to bring a good attitude and just be resilient here.
All right.
Cool. You sit down.
I'm Chauncey Gooden. I'm from Nashville, Tennessee, and I'm just here to bring that dog mentality. Carter Smith, I'm from Mobile, Alabama. I'm just here to work. I'm Jay Garhart, right with Jersey. Sam Gill, Television Mississippi.
Give my all. Zach Atkins from Kansas City, and I'm just here to be great.
I'm Corbin Lazier. I'm a tight end. I'm from East Tennessee. I'm here to bring unbelievable effort and discipline.
Taylor Salter, Dallas, Texas. I'm here to be a leader and lead this team to that Big 12 championship.
Speak up, please.
From Houston, I'm looking to give out 1,000% for all times.
I'm Julian Lewis from Carrollton, Georgia, and I'm just ready to work.
I'm Joseph Williams from Arlington, Texas. I'm here to make plays and give you my best every day.
My name's Damon Graves from Boston, Australia.
Mate!
I'm just here to give 100% effort every day and a good attitude.
No, mate.
I'm Buck Buchanan. I'm from Marshall, Texas, and you're going to get a lot of effort and a lot of touchbacks.
There you go. I'm Zaire Moto from Mississippi. I'm going to come bring it back all the way back to football. There you go, though. Remember what you said to that effort.
My name is Chris Rush. I'm from Daytona Beach, Florida, and I'm just here to be dominant.
My name is Tavia Coleman. I'm from Houston, Texas. I'm bringing work.
My name is Garrett White from SoCal. I'm here to bring the Big 12 championship.
My name is Alexander McPherson. I'm from Stuart, Florida. I'm here to work hard and do whatever I can do to make the team better.
My name is Mantrell Walker from Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm here to bring a physical presence and defense and be a dog.
My name is Antonio Branch. I'm from Miami, Florida. I'm here to get out everything.
My name is Lenny Merritt. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm here bringing that dog mentality, that dog effort, and that dog mentality with the D-line. Get some sacks.
My name is Montavious Frank. I'm back. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. I'm just here to make some plays for y'all, man. Enjoy winning. Already, man.
I'm sorry, this breaking off. Everybody got to say something about that Memphis attitude, the Memphis accent. You know, I'm her, Maine. Yeah, shout out to Memphis, Maine. We're gonna get into it in a minute though.
I'm from Vick, Pennsylvania. I plan on bringing leadership and passion.
My name is Reginald Hughes. I'm from Tooele, Mississippi. Here to bring energy, passion, and make us better.
My name is Colin Salter. I'm from Dallas, Texas. I'm here to compete.
My name is Carl Vick. I'm from Western Florida. I'm here to bring that dog mentality to feel better.
Amen. Amen. Clap it up for these guys one time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, you all the Mississippis and Georgias and Floridas and Texases and Mississippis and Mississippis
and Memphis,
which ain't number North Mississippi.
That's all it is. I'll say this.
Can't say they small.
Can't say that. Damn sure can't say they small.
You supposed to hit that. They ain't lying, but
okay, here it comes. You can't say it. Cue it up one time. Cue it up.
I'll tell you what. You can't say they small.
You ain't lying.
Oh, you wild, man. Let me say this, man. Coach Prime said, he said, I don't want good players. I want a great team.
Yeah.
And what looks like, and these guys looks the part of not just being, several good players here and there. This looked like we're building a great team with the guys that was introduced right there. You saw the gray shirts, that's offense, and the black shirts, that's defense. Y'all got questions, put them in the chat right now. Can you break down right there what you saw, witnessed?
Yeah.
Right there with those guys.
What you had walking in and introducing themselves and what you have still in the room. I have said it before and I'll say it again. I'm going to say it all spring long. And I'm going to say it in Dallas to the Big 12 championship. This team got better. Oh, man. What are you talking about? Like you lost Travis. You lost Shedeur. You lost Cameron Silver and Craig. Yeah, we lost some great players. But the depth of this team and the talent at that depth is better than it was last year. You're not just totally relying on superstars to get you out of situations, where games could have gone another way without that individual, unique, once-in-a-lifetime talent. Now you have across the board talent and depth. They may not be on a number line as high as Travis was or high as a Shedeur was, but in aggregate, when you assemble the totality of the situation, the team in total got better.
I agree with that. And let me see. I said London Marion and McPherson are going to be scary. They definitely looked the part. Defensive ends. Also, I like the big defensive tackles we brought in there. You saw several of those guys. The middle linebacker in French. The safeties back there. Oh man, the defense is definitely looking scary, I would say. And the offensive playmakers. Let me say this too. Everybody's not even there right now, guys. So that's not it.
No, not at all.
That's not it.
Yeah, not at all.
Just to name one of them that I'm excited about. The kid out of Texas, that's Coach Prime calling Quentin Gibson, 5'9.5" or 5'10" or whatever, 39 touchdowns, dog. How you get 39 touchdowns in a season? 39?
And Chico, those are the ones that you know about that's not here. Just
Right.
keep in mind at the end of the spring semester, the portal opens again. Just keep in mind, hell, next Monday when the championship ends for 5 days, those guys can go in the portal.
Yes.
You know, so you have people that you don't even know of that will likely be coming here. Not only the players like you mentioned, best player coming out of Texas, the best player of the year receiver, Quentin coming. Like you, that is just the tip of the iceberg that you saw today. When we get into and through spring ball, and when you really start going through summer 1 and summer 2, you're gonna see what this team is made of, and you're gonna be like, "Damn, I see what UNK meant. This team in total is better."
Man, if players out there are looking and watching this, and they're wondering, let me see what Coach Prime bringing in first before I decide to go in. Are they going to be on the caliber of players that he's bringing in? That he's calling me, he want me to come, but I want to see. Oh, you should look and say, okay, they're building something over there. I can come be a part of that, and I can come help these guys win right now, get that Big 12 championship, and also up my stock and whatever I want to do. I'm going to have eyeballs on me. This the only team in college football that had every game on TV broadcasted last year, right?
Yeah,
where else you going to get that at?
Nowhere. And the same thing is going to happen next year. There will be one team with every game on TV, and it's going to be us. Watch. That sound, man.
All right, we getting there.
If you take it to the Lord in prayer.
Hey, when
prayers go up, blessings come down.
If y'all didn't see the show last week, UNK did exactly that.
No, it was crazy.
He spoke it.
It's crazy.
Man,
shout out to Miss Edmonds, man, Travis' mom, for spending last week with us. What an exceptional show. It's still out there generating buzz. People still clicking and watching. If you missed it, go back and look at it. Man, she brought it. And she wants to come back, Chico. She said anytime. So, we got to have her back on.
Anytime for her. We can have her on. We probably need to create a segment on this show for her. Shoot. Everybody requesting for all the time.
Yeah.
So, and she always dropping gems. So we'll definitely have that. And speaking of another segment on this show, we got a segment coming up here. Let me make sure I shout out once again. Y'all get in the chat and put your city and your state in the chat, but also get in the description of this video where you can support and click on all of our.
Phyllis Porter said the sound man trying hard to save his job. PP, Phyllis Porter, I don't know if it's safe. I don't know. Sound man going in the portal. He don't even know it. He don't even know.
It's bad when you go in the portal. You don't even know it, dog.
He's like, dog, I think you might get on up out of here.
Yeah, you might be better somewhere else, dog.
Just to fit. I think you fit better somewhere else now, man.
Last thing I want to say, Coach Prime said this right here. I love this, and he probably learned last year also with this NIL stuff, and then guys feeling entitled, probably not going to class or getting F's and stuff like that. Trust me, I understand. As a guy who took softball one semester, I understand. He said though, hey man, if you don't go to class or you show up with F's and D's on your report card, dog, we're gonna start taking some of that money, some of the NIL check. Hell, that's what they do in the pros. Y'all want to be held accountable and to a standard. This is what we're gonna do. And me being a former little league coach, college coach, high school, whatever, I understand you learn year to year. And I think that might be one of those little things that Coach Prime learned. And he said, okay, all right, I got something for him this year. What you think about that?
Well, you got to keep a carrot on the stick, man. That's what keep the horse moving forward. Imitation sound man coming through in the clutch.
Manual sound man.
Yeah. Artificial sound man. We love it. We appreciate the effort. Effort gets you a long way. Effort to get you places talent won't. We appreciate the effort, sound man.
Yes.
No, I just think that was spot on for him to share that and share that way of thinking. Because I don't know what they do in Bangladesh, but in America, you got to earn what you get.
Yeah.
And there has to be some accountability for when you don't do the things that you're supposed to do. And we're not talking about some pay for play stuff like on the field stuff. We're literally talking about going to class.
Yeah.
You know, like we're getting your grades. You know, who could be mad at that?
Hey man, you can't be mad at that. You gotta. I was telling my daughter today, you know, you want to be an athlete, you got to get your work. You gotta do your school work. You want to get better, just like you go maybe take a tutor to get better at math. You stay after class a little bit to get better at math. You got to do the same thing in sports. Playing volleyball, softball, kickball, whatever you're playing. You know, don't be the first one out of the gym. Don't be the first one at home. Stay there and get some extra work and show the coaches.
Love some kickball.
Love some kickball.
Love some dodgeball too, boy. They won't see me in dodgeball.
Man, they say they used to love to see you on the court out there in dodgeball. They used to be the first one out.
No, man, I wasn't dodging. I was throwing. I'm chunking that thing. I'm straight head hug. He just said, you hit one more person in the face, you could go in prison off. I said, well, you about to tell the principal open the door because I'm hitting somebody in the face. They do have the option of dodging the ball. The name of the game is dodge ball. I'm aiming at the smallest portion of their body, which is their face.
All you got to do is do something.
Like bob and weave. It
But
ain't my fault they weave when they should have bobbed.
The sound of the ball when they hit somebody, smack that, boom, that echo, whoop.
Bam. Your face smell like that rubber the rest of the day.
Yo, we got Professor Charles Bishop back in the cut in the background, right? He probably giggling, laughing at us because we talking about each and everything. Let's bring on, man. Let's do For the Culture segment right now with Professor Charles Bishop.
What's going on, bro? Boy, y'all wide open tonight, man.
Wide open, and I see like it happens throughout America on the regular. I see you done got kicked out the white folks' house like that. You can't do the show from over here no more.
I knew it was coming.
You had all them damn lights on, and they said, "Hey, you gotta cut them lights. You gotta go."
Had the lights on in the daytime.
Turn them damn lights off. Yes, indeed.
What's going on, Professor? I'll say this before you even get started with everything going on in the culture right now. I don't know if this is one of your stories, but I wanted to bring it up. Michael Vick has named his staff now for the Norfolk State football team. What do you think about the guys he brought on? Several NFL players and local guys from right there in the VA area to help with the recruiting. What do you think about that?
Well, I think you touched on it. I mean, when you talk about the NFL experience and then bringing on those guys that have the local flavor, if you will, to induce the love, if you will, of Norfolk State. I think that's huge for Michael Vick, filling out his coaching staff with some guys that are going to have some familiarity with the program. So I think that's going to be huge going forward. I think one of the names that jumped out for me was Elton Brown, former All-American from University of Virginia. He's coming on to be offensive line coach. And Vick has already gone out and he started to get some guys coming into that program. So as we see that program kind of flesh out, it'll be very interesting to see what goes on with regards to how Michael Vick kind of brings this Norfolk State program into fruition and tries to get them into that upper tier of the MEAC.
I saw where he went across the bay, if you will, and borrowed somebody from Hampton.
Got him a guy from Hampton. So, and again, when you talk about that area, you talk about that Hampton Tidewater area, that is a lot of talent. So Vick is going to have some talent to work with. If he can just bring them over to Norfolk State, that's going to be huge for that program. And like I said, this is a program they've been knocking at the door, but they've been kind of running in place for a second or two. So he's had some home run hires and things of that nature to try to get the staff up and going. So a lot of excitement around that Norfolk State program.
What are you hearing with Deshaun Jackson and Delaware?
Well, Deshaun Jackson, I don't know if you heard him on the Breakfast Club this past week, but and it sounded so similar to when Prime came to Jackson State. But just in having some people who reach out to him in regards to helping that program. He mentioned Kevin Hart reaching out to to him in terms of what resources do you need. And we kind of heard kind of that same something when Prime came into Jackson State and brought a different sort of flavor, different sort of excitement to Jackson State's program. You're starting to see some of that same something kind of happen with Delaware State now. So I think it's huge for the program, and we're actually talking about Delaware State football. It's just, you know, it's not something that happens every day. So.
Right.
That's a great point. A lot of people didn't even realize that Delaware State, had a football program and was a football program that was once competing at that level. I know Coach Prime has, talked to both of those new coaches and, kind of giving them some lay of the land and tips of the expectations of when you're navigating the HBCU space and the budget challenges and being able to call on people from outside the space, from your previous experiences, whether that is for coaching, philanthropy and donations, you name it. So, man, I'm looking forward to see what happens there as they build their staff, builds their team, and then start playing football.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be very interesting to watch. And like you mentioned, it's all about resource allocation when you're talking about HBCUs in terms of getting things in that you need and bringing in, or I should say, sort of making the environment one in which you can get some players to come to you. So I think that's going to be huge. And I think Norfolk State and Delaware State are off to a great start. When you talk about even Alabama A&M, Sam Shade coming to Alabama A&M, Jermaine Jackson, Prairie View, they knocked their press conferences out of the park in terms of the expectations. And it's just one of those situations. We're in a college environment now where it's win now. We don't, nobody's coming in talking about it's going to take time, blah, blah, blah. Nah, fans don't want to hear that. And most importantly, donors don't want to hear that. They want to figure out how can we get to the Celebration Bowl? How can we get to Atlanta? And I thought Sam Shade, they brought that excitement in terms of, talking about the expectations of their program. And Jermaine Jackson, I have to say, he really knocked it out of the park with Prairie View in terms of the expectations that he's brought to that Prairie View program, not only trying to get, winning the SWAC West, winning the SWAC Championship, getting to the Celebration Bowl, but he even talked about winning some of those FCS out-of-conference games, which, a lot of people within this HBCU environment, when we play those out-of-conference games, haven't been successful, but he talked about wanting to win those games and really show a big improvement in terms of what they're trying to do there.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that you can kind of get a sense of, particularly in a post-prime era, post as in prime in a SWAC school, HBCU school, that a lot of times people will say stuff and they're trying to grow the brand and talk about we can be bigger than we are. But some of the old school folks take offense to that, like we don't need to be bigger than we are. And when I heard him say, look, we're not just trying to dominate the SWAC, be the best HBCU. We're trying to be like this and that in FCS. We're trying to dominate with anybody we go against. And it was just refreshing to hear that mindset of like, man, forget these quote unquote money games. Let's build them where we're winning the games and build them where hell they don't even want to pay us to play us no more. Like let's just stop being so narrow in the focus and really try to dominate everybody on our schedule.
And I think that's really interesting you say that because I think you're starting to see sort of this gradual change in the mindset in terms of, not being stuck so much in how you used to think, but kind of evolving over time. And that's just where we are within this college football space. You have NIL, you have transfer portal. You have to evolve with the times, and it's good to see that we have some thinking, a mindset that's starting to change in that regards.
Hey man, look at your Tennessee States when they first moved and were taking some L's, and look where Eddie George is taking them. And now all the people who were saying never should have gone to Ohio Valley, never should have stayed where you are, should have tried to join the SWAC with me at. Now they can't say anything. He won.
He's won, so he's
who he's supposed to be.
Hey, he's put a muzzle in it for now. So
yeah,
and I think it's the first time since maybe I don't want to say the year wrong, maybe 2001 since they even won a share of the conference title. So a big season this past season for Tennessee State. So quick recap in terms of some of the coaching changes that have happened. Of course, we know Michael Vick, he's come into Norfolk State. Sean Gibbs is now the new head coach at North Carolina A&T. We mentioned Jermaine Jackson at Prairie View. Deshaun Jackson takes over at Delaware State. Sam Shade at Alabama A&M. Kyle Williams is the interim head coach at Mississippi Valley. We have Adrian Jones. He's coming in from coming into Shaw from Elizabeth City University. Kenny Ray is going to be the interim head coach at Fort Valley, taking over for Sean Gibbs. Chris Good is now the head coach. He's taking over at Miles. Taking over Sam Shea. So Chris Good's taking over there. And then we have Tommy Lewis. He is the interim head coach right now at Lane. And then we're going to wait and see what happens with regards to Shaw. So.
Let me ask you this, Chuck. And this is not to be Debbie Downer. This is just to be real. We saw in the NFL some one and done, and more brothers get the one and done treatment when it doesn't go right. Out of all these new coaches in this space of lack of patience among fan base and donors, who do you think is in the most stress to win right now out of those new coaches?
Mississippi Valley State. And I mean,
it should be the most patient.
Yeah, I mean, the proof is in the pudding. I mean, they had what most would consider a hardworking coach, a guy who really, put any and everything into his job there at Mississippi Valley State, and he was gone after 1 year. So it's very disappointing to see them go in a different direction. But I think you're talking about a program that historically has, they've just kind of been spinning the wheels, so to speak, for quite some time. So it's, I guess, lack of resources at Valley, things of that nature. There's a plethora of issues in regards to that program, but that would probably be the most stressful in my eyes.
We keep our eyes and ears open for. We're also going to keep our eyes and ears open beginning in February, I think, will be the weekly, not just on Sunday Night Live with UNK and CHICO for the culture. Starting in February, Chuck Bishop is bringing his weekly segment on show for the culture. If I'm wrong, is it February? We're
going to look at February, but we're going to look at trying to get some interviews out there and really talk about some of the things that are going on within the HBCU culture, within the HBCU sporting environment, trying to line up quite a few people. And I think it's going to be a very interesting show for those of you who have an interest in HBCU athletics, HBCU sporting environment. So I'm really looking forward to it, and I appreciate you guys giving me this space on Sundays to kind of introduce that show.
Not given, it's been earned, just like you're going to earn all them black eyes and bruises when you drive Valley up there to the Trump inauguration. I know you're going with them.
Let me ask this.
I knew it.
Let me ask this. I'm going to ask a real question.
Hey man, why they let Valley Bear? Man, go and let Valley Bear be great, man. They ain't got to do Valley Bear.
I mean, the question is, is it about the student experience or is it how you feel about the president coming in? So, 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other.
You ain't got to have voted for that man. You ain't got to like that man. That man, the president. Why deny these students who work hard in the situation of being in the Delta, on top of that, an opportunity to go to D.C. and perform in front of the nation in the inauguration parade? Come on, man. We got better stuff to fight about.
Probably better stuff to fight about, Neely. I'm with you. Before I get out of here, let me send a shout out to North Carolina Central women's team. Injuries have decimated that ball club. They only dressed out 8 yesterday. 4 of them fouled out, so they finished the game in double overtime with 4 players. So.
Dog.
Finished it out with 4 players and won the game.
Shout out to them.
Maryland Eastern Shore.
Hey, how about this real quick? You said the team that should be the most patient. Who are you most excited about? With all of these coaches coming in, who are you most excited about to watch?
I think with the resources that Prairie View has and has access to, Tremaine Jackson coming from Valdosta State, a team that played in the Division II National Championship game, Prairie View could be a team to watch out for, and you're starting to already see they're bringing in bits and pieces to Prairie View. If you've never taken a look at Prairie View's campus, it's a beautiful campus, great stadium, great facilities. He has all the toys there to make Prairie View a contender.
Already.
In the words of Jack Napier.
Oh, God.
To Bruce Wayne, where does he get these wonderful toys? Gotta have the toys, baby. If you're gonna play, gotta have the toys. And toys cost money in college football. Shout out to
Absolutely.
Professor Chuck Bishop. You can keep up with Chuck on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays on Inside the HBCU Sports Lab, where he co-anchors that with Dr. Cavill and Mike Washington. And you can also catch him here on Sunday nights. He's the hardest working man in HBCU sports, nonstop. He like the fly jock. What's my man name? Joyner. Tom
Yeah.
Tom Joyner.
Yeah, so appreciate you coming through, Chuck.
Play-by-play for Swag Digital. So
looking forward to everything that you're going to be doing in 2025 and continue your work with Swag Digital as well. You can catch Chuck there as well. Like I said, the man, I think he's Jamaican. I know he bald. He ain't got no dreads, but I think he's Jamaican. Sound man, we might need to keep Chuck on. Sound man, work for Chuck.
Right, slide Big Mike. You say Jamaica, man.
Yes, indeed, man. Love it, man.
Appreciate you, Chuck, man. Way to go, man.
Appreciate you, brothers.
Already. All right, that was For the Culture once again. Y'all give it up for the culture out there. There you go. Clap it up in the chat. Clap it up in the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, y'all see that game time tag down there? Y'all know what to do. Uncle Neely gonna tell you what to do as we get ready for.
Man, look.
UNK and CHICO After Dark.
Wait before we turn the lights out. Tell them about game time. Man, if you're trying to get into a concert, a comedy show, a play, I don't care what it is. If it's a ticketed event and the tickets are hard to get, you can go to Game Time. Download the app, create you an account. And if you use the code BUFFS, you're going to get $20 off your first purchase. No surprise or hidden fees. You get to see your seats. You can put in the ticket, see where the seats, see the view. So you're not going to get there and be surprised because you're behind some wall and only can see from half court. You got March Madness coming up. You got baseball all the way through football. Like Game Time is where the action is. Use the code BUFFS. $20 off your first purchase. No hidden fees. No surprises. No tricks. Just straight up get your tickets and get on in the event. And let everybody else hate from the outside. They can hate, but they can't get in.
Game time, baby. All right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all put y'all anything in the chat y'all want to right now. I might be bringing it up, responding to it, whatever else. Y'all let us know. We got about 3 more minutes. We're going to hang around up in this thing, Uncle Neil. Unless you want to get beat in the draft, I'll let you decide on that. If not, we'll just do some UNK and CHICO After Dark right here.
If we can come up with a good draft topic, we can roll into some After Dark. Let's just see what happens. If you got a good draft topic for us, throw it in the chat. And we doing the best we can, monitor the chat. When you got over 1,000 people watching combined on both channels and everybody typing, chat kind of fast on our end, so we may miss something. But we never miss when they criticize the sound, man. We make sure that comes up. Shout out to Mama Tia. She's exactly right. Y'all make sure you hit them thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to both channels. Turn those notifications on. Because guess what Chico and I just decided tonight?
Talk to him, Unc. Let him know.
Look like I'm pointing at the no twerking sign. But in addition to being no twerking, we are adding, starting this week, Thursday nights live. So you're going to be able to catch us live on Sunday. You'll be able to catch us live on Thursday. So Sunday, we'll be recapping the week, going forecasting the week, and Thursday recapping the week. And you never know what's going to come up. And maybe out of one of these two shows, Sunday or Thursday, the sound man get his shit together. We're going to find out.
It might be. I was thinking of top 5 HBCU football players or something like that. Somebody said top 5 HBCU quarterbacks.
I saw top 5 wrestling finishing moves.
Ooh, you don't want to do that, brother. You want to do. Speaking of wrestling finishing moves, we'll do that with top 5 wrestling finishing moves. But man, I saw Hulk Hogan come out, and it went kind of viral. He came out in the last WWE event. I don't know what it was, but it was on Netflix, and they booed his ass back in there, man. That oh my goodness, they booed Hulk Hogan.
Man, he's iconic in the story, but when he got caught saying what he was saying,
that just took over everything, didn't it?
Yeah,
that killed Hulkamania.
It did.
Wow.
Shout out to Is What It Is. No, that the plaque is just looking golden and light. That's a silver plaque for 100,000.
Yes, that's the silver YouTube 100,000 subscribers plaque. And if you guys want to help your boy get one of those, y'all know what y'all can do. Y'all tuned in right now.
That's gonna happen. Go subscribe to Big Dog Chico. make sure you support that joint content and his singular content, because we're gonna get that brother to 100K as well.
Man, I appreciate it. I got more stuff coming too. I got a lot of Big Dog Chico show going to be coming. I got some interviews, like Chuck said. We got interviews coming. I'm going to step it back up in February also. I was supposed to start in January, but had a little setback when I got sick.
Yeah, no, you get sick.
That set me down.
That's not what happened. Sick is the flu. Sick
What
is
did
the
I
cold.
have there? What
Sick,
did I have?
you had the don't swallow that itis. you had to don't go back over there heebie-jeebies. That's what you had.
Man, I'll tell you one thing. And this for everybody out there. I've made some lifestyle changes, and one has started with eating right, dog.
I bet you have.
Why did I just say this anyway?
I bet you that's exactly the change you need to
I've
make.
been going to Down to Earth, the supermarket.
You're going down, all right. That's the problem.
I've been eating some ginger, some papaya, lemon.
Her name is Ginger. What'd you say?
Her name is. I'm just setting it up on you quick, though. I can't even lie you quick with it.
Woo, Chico had a bad case of the alley, and they put a picture of a cat up. They put a alley cat up there.
That $40 didn't go over right, did it? Chico is a good host. I appreciate it. Stick to sports and leave people's bedrooms alone. Damn. Okay, I'll do that. I'll make sure I do that. I appreciate you for the support. Here we get Prime and Rob J on the channel. Uncle Nee, let the people know who's listening in right now, because we got some things coming and cooking. Let them know the things that you can let them know what's coming on the Pregame Show Network and Big Dog Chico's channel, what we'll be doing jointly.
Man, a big prime, somebody, just like somebody just picked the wrestling moves, a big prime parents is coming up. We will have the one and only Bill Goldberg on for prime parents coming up soon. Yeah, that was a raggedy applause right there.
Who's next?
Yeah,
Goldberg.
we got that coming. Excuse me, we're gonna be doing some player content interviews coming up. Again, adding another day of live show Thursday. And of course, always you can expect Coach Prime to pop off. Normally, we do some extensive sit downs with him in February during strength and conditioning. So that's coming. Just get ready.
Hold on, what that say? I'm surprised you are not who you are, Chico. I love you back then. Huh?
I don't know, man. It might be somebody from Blast from the Past down there in Selma. You want to reply to her emails or text messages? She done hopped on the show with the chat.
Hey, man. I'm like my old coach said back in the day, man, I ain't changing for ish. And you know what the ish is. Like, what the hell I'm going to change for?
Yeah.
I've been Chico for the longest, since kindergarten, since I came out the womb, since GWC projects.
I bet that ain't what you said in the hospital bed. I bet you were praying you changed then.
Yeah, I was praying I need to lose some weight and I need to feel great. I've never been this heavy, so I made some changes, like I said, dog. As a matter of fact, when we get done with this, I'm going to 24-hour fitness. Shout out to my dog Boog, who been inspiring me on the on the what do you call it? The Instagram stories. I'm going to 24-hour fitness. I'm hitting that steam room and I'm getting me at least 30 minutes to an hour of workout in. Now that sounds like it should be nothing to a former athlete, but man, once you stop, it's hard to get back going, dog.
Oh yeah. Yeah, hard.
Tell you you'll make excuses all day and night for the reason for not going up in there. Yes, indeed. So we appreciate all the support, everybody who sent some messages, well wishes, and everybody who watched the show and who supports this show. Y'all know what it is, man. Uncle Chico live Sunday nights. We're going to be doing this again on Thursday night. Also, y'all stay tuned for Prime Parents coming up. The next one should be Goldberg, and we got some other ones coming right behind that. Also, if you haven't already, you got to support our friends in the description below. Make sure y'all go. One will be mdjoriginal.com. You guys can get some up-to-date Norfolk State stuff, all HBCU stuff, and Colorado official merchandise that's custom from mdjoriginal.com. And they can use our code UNK at MDJ10 for 10% off at checkout. Right?
Love it.
Also, tell us about this one right here, Unc.
Oh man, get that beard right. If you wanted to be happy and no longer nappy, you got to use that Uncle Neely's beard oil. He left my wire off. Why he left my wire off, I don't know. But you go.
He did. Uncle Neil's beard oil.
Hey, let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all. People show you what they think about you. They show you what they think about you. Yeah, he just half-assed my name because he got a little hater in him. So that's okay. That's okay. You go to facedbyjazz.com. FACEDBYJazz.com. Hit that drop down menu. You see that Uncle Neely's beard oil, man. It's gonna get you right. Have your glosses shining, smelling
correct
good.
link is down below. So no matter what it says on the screen,
Yeah,
y'all click that link below.
The link is down there no matter how you spell it. Then always Goonsville, man. They in the chat. And every time we go live, they run a special. You can not only get a discount for your purchases, but you can get the hats for $20 if you order while we're on live.
That's a lick right there. Each time you're on live, you should be ordering you a hat, man. Just to support the brand. You feel me? Shout out to Big Beats for the beats and the sounds y'all hearing in the background. Big Beats. And let me see, we got one more. LawsWhiskeyHouse.com. Use code BUFFS pregame 10 for 10% off at checkout. Get you some Rafferty's Reserve, that good old bourbon that Unk be on. I haven't gotten mine yet for whatever reason, but it's all good. It's all good.
They send it by canoe, man. They send it by canoe at this point.
They got Moana bringing it over here. She's out here in the middle of the ocean, Moana. So, but y'all get y'all some. LawsWhiskeyHouse.com. Use code BUFFS pregame 10% off at checkout. Get you some. What you waiting on? Get right so you can feel great. You understand? All right, a couple more things in the chat. We got some super chats real quick. Like we got to say something about Unk before we
pull them up.
Get up out of here. Let me see. Super chat. Got Christian. Unk need your social media teammate, aka Pizza Girl Lexi, and friends to step up and provide the chat. Okay.
I don't know what that means, but provide the chat. Give us some clarity on that. Appreciate
like monitor it or moderate it. Probably. I think so. Yeah. If they whatever they saying in the chat is all good. It ain't gonna hurt our feelings for real. We are confident young men. We know ourselves, I would think. Let's see here. Pit Marine. What Pit Marine say, Unc?
Uncle, like he said, Uncle, that's official. Uncle, can you please tell us, if you can, who leaved? I think he meant left. I didn't see Coach Shad or the conditioning coach with the Braves. If you can talk, Coach Shad is there. Coach Shad is working with the wide receivers, and Coach Phillips and strength and conditioning coach with the Braves. I'm assuming you're talking about Coach Houston. Coach Houston is no longer with the strength and conditioning staff.
All right. All those dogs introducing themselves as music to my ears. Shout out to Toledo Drew once again for the super chat, and everybody else. Let me see here. Jermaine King, always supporting on all different platforms. Y'all hit the like button and subscribe to UNK and Chico's channels right now. We'll give you a chance right now. As the music playing and it's phase out, y'all make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Mature people ignore the father. Chico and UNK know that for shiggity, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Mama Tia, we appreciate you each and every show also.
Always love. Always love. Hope you feeling better too, Mama Tia.
Mama Tia 33. Oh, I love it. 33 years sobriety. Easy.
Oh, congratulations.
Wow. Unc, real quick. Let's do it. Let's do it real quick. Unc and Chico draft. Top 5 finishing moves.
Man, you know you can't
in wrestling.
Quick, but let's do it. Go ahead.
No, we're gonna do it real quick. Top 5 finishing moves in wrestling of all time. So I'm gonna go with I'm going with the guy that we're gonna have on. Give me Goldberg in the spear. Give me Goldberg in the spear. He's finished he finished off people like 30 seconds into the fight, into the match. So give me Goldberg.
Just for the electricity of it all, you got to give me the rock bottom.
Yeah, the most electrifying finishing move.
Throw that elbow pad out to the crowd, bounce off the ropes. He rock bottom and then do that people's elbow. That combo of rock bottom, people's elbow. Give me that.
Yes, and then people don't know you hit the little sweep cag behind the man, and then So rock bottom. I'm gonna go with. I saw somebody put the DDT on there. That's probably Dusty Rhodes is one, but I'm gonna go with the Diamond Cutter from Diamond Dallas Page.
Yeah, I like that. And DDT would be a good one, but however, as time went on, people started getting up from DDT. It stopped being a finishing move. Like you get DDT 10 times in one match. Yeah. So you went Goldberg spear and a Diamond Cutter. I went rock bottom, people's elbow. Now my number 2 pick, give me, because it can come from out of nowhere. Give me the RKO.
Oh, the
Give me
RKO. That was yes.
Yeah, Randy Orton in the RKO.
Well, I'll tell you one that really could come out of nowhere. Because if he kick you in the midsection, you go down like this, he gonna hit you with the Stone Cold Stunner, baby. That's stuff we used to do in the hallways, in the locker room, to our little cousins.
Yeah.
Shout out to my little cousin. He caught a couple of Stone Cold Stunners from me. Yaka.
Yeah, I love it. Got to start with the stomach kick. Got to get you bent over.
Yes.
Here it is. Based on that, there's another bent over one. Give me Triple H and the pedigree.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go with one similar to that, and I'm gonna go with give me the Undertaker, the Tombstone.
The Tombstone Power Driver. I love it.
Power Driver.
I'm finna switch it up. We've been going with finishing moves. I'm finna go with one that's a tap out move.
Okay.
Give me the sharpshooter.
That's Bret Hart, ain't it?
Bret the Hitman Hart.
Bret the Hitman Hart. Shout out to Bret the Hitman Hart, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. That sweet chin music. Isn't that my guy? HBK, where he kick you side kick?
That was gonna be my fifth one, so you better grab it.
Well, actually, I'll let you have that. I'm gonna go with another submission move. I'm gonna go with the Nature Boy Ric Flair's
the figure
four leg lock. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. As much as I said I was gonna go with sweet chin music, I think I'm finna go one that a lot of folks ain't gonna remember. The cross-face chicken wing.
Either you put somebody in that or you've been put in that. You better believe.
Cross-face chicken wing.
Oh, that starts some fights right there, boy. No, Hollywood leg drop didn't make it. He said what he said. So Hulkamania damn near been erased, dog.
Yes. I remember the leg drop, man, was an awesome finishing move. Now it's just a regular move like the DDT.
It's just a regular move, man. I can't believe that.
And shout out to Socko getting put in your mouth. I don't know what it was about a dirty sock getting put in your mouth, but Socko used to bring them.
The $1 million man put the $100 bill in your mouth.
Oh yeah,
the $1 million man, Ted DiBiase. Oh,
shout out to Ferguson who said the 5-star frog splash. That was a good one.
Okay.
Mr. Forbes, that was the Steiner recliner, which was much like the camel clutch.
And Lex Luger in the torture rack. Oh gosh, classic.
Similar to the torture rack. I know we done passed 5 of them, but we beat wrestling fans. The outsider's edge.
Yes. Hey yo, Chico. Y'all know what it is, man. NWO for life.
I like when you say it's survey time.
Hey yo.
Did you here to see WCW?
Yeah.
You here to see the NWO?
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody in the chat right now, it's survey time. Is the winner Uncle Neely?
Oh yeah, of course, indubitably.
Or is the winner Big Dog Chico? Let us know in the chat, and we'll get back to it for next week.
Niggas Freeman, man, he a wrestling fan because he went Scott. He said, "Hey yo,
Chico." Y'all know what it is, man.
Somebody said tie. I can rock with a tie on that. All
right, we'll go with the tie on that.
But I do believe I won it.
What time it is?
I do believe I won it. But in the name of wrestling,
UNK and CHICO, Sunday Night Live. Well, y'all hear the theme music. Y'all make some noise out there. We appreciate you guys checking in.
It's another Sunday
Put your city and your state in the chat right now.
It's another Sunday night.
Another Sunday Night Live.
Another Sunday Night Live.
We'll be back Thursday.
Big Dog Chico.
Yeah.
And each and every Thursday. Big Dog Chico with Undertaker. Another one, baby. I thought you was gonna pick that Rikishi.
Another Sunday Night Live with UNK and Big Dog.
We appreciate you guys. Y'all know what to do, man. Hit the like, subscribe, and comment, all the other good stuff. So get ready for it. As a matter of fact, make sure y'all hear me. Y'all put y'all in this right now. We appreciate you checking in. Hit the like, subscribe, comment, and all the other good stuff. Until next time, UNK and CHICO, we're going to be up and about the same piece in the Middle East. Bring the theme song back once again, please. Thank you very much. Ride out. Let's go. Play me my song, sound man. Where you at?
I ain't even gonna let the beat drop. If they hear that sound, they know what time it is.
That's right.
Yes, sir. UNK and CHICO, Sunday Night Live.
How many weeks
live and direct?
It's another Sunday night. It's another Sunday night. Another Sunday night live.
How you keep getting fired on your day off, sound man?
I don't understand it. I don't understand.
UNK and Big Dog Chico.
It's another one. It's another one, baby. It's another one.
Another Sunday night live with UNK and Big Dog. With UNK and Big Dog. With UNK and Big Dog.
So get ready for it.
I just want to know who called the Sound Man and Sound Man.
Another Sunday night live. UNK and Big Dog Chico.
Oh my God.